This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete Haynes online manual at haynes.com.
Prise the plastic covers from the wheel bolts where applicable. Using the special anti-theft wheel bolt adapter where necessary, slacken each of the wheel bolts half a turn. Position the jack head under the reinforced section of the door sill flange. Raise the vehicle until the wheel is clear of the ground. Support the vehicle with an axle stand under the reinforced section of the sill flange. Fully unscrew the bolts. And remove the wheel. Create a little clearance between the pads and disc by using a large screwdriver to lever the caliper body to the outside of the vehicle. Unclip the wiring guide from the brake hose. Carefully prise the pad retaining spring from the caliper body and mounting bracket. Remove the dust caps. Then unscrew and remove the upper and lower guide bolts using a 7mm Allen key or bit. Slide the caliper from place, then use wire to suspend it from the suspension strut to prevent straining the rubber brake hose. Prise the outer brake pad from the mounting bracket. Pull the inner brake pad from the caliper piston. Measure the thickness of the pad friction material. If any pad is worn down to 2mm or less, all 4 front brake pads must be renewed. Clean any dirt and debris from the caliper and mounting bracket. Apply a thin smear of high-temperature grease to the pad contact areas on the mounting bracket. Take care not to get any grease on the disc face. If new pads are to be fitted, the piston must be pushed fully back into the caliper body. In order to prevent any dirt from being forced back up into the hydraulic system, clamp the rubber brake hose. Remove the dust cap where applicable and fit a spanner to the bleed nipple. Attach the hose of the bleeding kit to the nipple. If possible, use a piston retraction tool to push the piston back into the caliper. If necessary, a G-clamp will suffice. Open the bleed nipple 90 degrees and push the piston fully back into the caliper. As the piston retracts, fluid will be pushed through the hose into the container. As the piston comes to a stop, close the bleed nipple. Remove the retraction tool, disconnect the hose and remove the spanner. Don't forget to unclamp the brake hose. Wipe away any spilled fluid and refit the dust cap. Note that the arrow on the inner pad backing plate must point in the direction of normal forward rotation. Press the inner pad retaining clip firmly into the caliper piston. Peel away the adhesive sheet where applicable, then slide the outer pad into place in the mounting bracket. Ensure the friction material is against the disc. Manoeuvre the caliper into position, then refit the guide pin bolts and tighten them to the specified torque. With the guide pins correctly tightened, press the plastic dust caps into place. Insert the ends of the retaining spring into the holes in the caliper body, then carefully lever the outer legs into place on the mounting bracket. Clip the wiring guide back onto the brake hose. Repeatedly depress the brake pedal to bring the pads into full contact with the disc. Repeat this procedure on the remaining front brake, then check the brake fluid level. Locate the wheel over the hub, aligning the bolt holes. Insert the retaining bolts. And lightly tighten them. Remove the axle stand and lower the vehicle to the ground. Tighten the bolts to the specified torque. Press the plastic caps into place over the wheel bolts.